Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Detroit Tigers franchise rebuild here on Cardboard Cutouts. And this is going to be episode number 9, and we're going to be moving into the trade deadline. And we're hoping for some fireworks, and hopefully we can move some of these people. So, our first offer actually comes by way of the Houston Astros. So, let's see what they are bringing up. So, they are offering Abraham Toro for Wilson Ramos. Now, this is an interesting trade given that Toro is a 24-year-old third baseman with an A potential. So we're looking at his attributes here, and he's going to take some time to develop. He's already an above-average fielder, which is really nice to see, but his hitting is going to take some time to come around. He has middle-of-the-road power, so you are going to assume that's going to go up as he gets a little older, but his contact, his clutch, and his vision are low. So we're looking here at his Mlb Stats for the year. In 11 games for 35 at-bats, he's only hitting 114 for the Astros. But in AAA, he's doing a little bit better. He has 249 at-bats, and he's hitting 269. So we also decide maybe we can try to put a catcher in here as a little bit of insurance. Not insurance, but kind of sweeten the deal for us because Wilson Ramos is having a good year, and we just don't have a lot of depth behind him. And we look at Michael Pepperski here, and he's a B potential. He can also play first base, but he's going to take some time to develop as well, which is not a bad thing. But after some agonizing over it, but going back and forth, I actually decide to decline this offer. With Griggs and Montano coming in, I think we are okay at third base, especially with Candelario still there. And so we're moving on to the trade deadline, and that is actually the only trade offer that we receive from anybody, which is surprising as we have some guys that I think could help some teams down the road. So after no trade offers come in, we actually go to try to make some manual trades. And one guy we were really pushing hard was Nomar Mazara. I feel like we have really, really good depth in the outfield, and I feel like we could have taken a prospect that was a little younger and needed more time to develop. But there was just nothing there that we liked. They were all older players, and if I'm going to be trading for an older player, might as well keep Mazara on the team, let him run the course through the year. We probably won't be re-signing him, but we'll have to see. So we're going to look at how the month of July here ended. We went 13-13, which is actually dead 500. We started off pretty good, but then we kind of faltered at the end, which has kind of been the recurrent theme the last couple months. We have a good series in the beginning, and then we have a couple of good bad series at the end of the month that just kind of derail any progress we make. Now, one guy I'm extremely confused as didn't get any offers here is Jose Cisnero. He's just been dominant for us. Look at he has 30 saves on the year. He's only blown 1. He's only let up 9 earned runs, and he's still under team control for a couple more years. I just can't believe we didn't get a single offer for him. So after a disappointing trade deadline, we're going to jump into this mid-August game against the Angels, and Joey Wentz is going to be facing off against Shohei Ohtani. You can see Wentz's numbers here. He's 6-2 on the year with a 4.20 ERA and a 1.23 WHIP. His numbers went up, but we expected that after being moved to a starter full-time. Now, the first batter of the day is David Fletcher on a 2-0 count, and he is going to pop out to center field. Victor Reyes is going to run that down for out number 1. Second batter of the day is Jose Iglesias, the ex-Tiger, and on the first pitch, Joey Wentz gets him to pop out to left field as Robbie Grossman camps under that. The third batter of the day is the ever-dangerous Mike Trout on a 1-2 count, and Joey Wentz gets him to swing through strike number 3 for out number 2. Shohei Ohtani is going to get started in the bottom of the first against Victor Reyes on a 1-2 count, and he swings through a called strike 3 that'll be thrown on to first for out number 1. Next up, Harold Castro on a 2-2 count, and he looks at strike 3. That's 2 quick strikeouts for Ohtani here in the bottom of the first. That'll bring in Wilson Ramos up with a 0-1 count, and he sends a line drive to left, but that will be easily ran down for out number 3 to end the first. Now on to the top of the second. Anthony Rendon is up with a 3-1 count, and he sends a ground ball to third. Candelario will make the scoop. He throws it on to first for out number 1. Now, Suzuki steps in for his first at-bat on a 3-2 count, and he sends a ball to right field, and that will be camped underneath by Brock Deathridge for out number 2. Jared Walsh will stand in now for his first at-bat of the game on an 0-0 count. His first pitch swinging, and that's hit decently to center, but it doesn't have enough carry as Victor Reyes runs it down for out. We're going to jump a bit ahead here to the top of the third with Justin Upton up to bat with an 0-2 count. And he sends a ball off the tip of Candelario's glove. But Harold Castro, Johnny on the spot, makes the play for out number 1. What a help defense there by Castro. Next up, Dexter Fowler is in the bat with a 1-0 count. He sends a little line drive to right, but Brock Deathridge cannot make the play. And Dexter Fowler is going to be on first here in the third after that error. So that'll bring in Mlb Stats here for his first at bat. He checks his swing, but the first base umpire said he went too far, and that's going to be strike 3 for out number 2. That'll bring David Fletcher back into bat, and he sends a line drive to right. This time, Brock Deathridge will make the catch, and that'll end the third, and the error doesn't come back. So on to the top of the fourth, Jose Iglesias steps in for his second at bat, and he sends a line drive to center. That's going to get down for a base hit here to start the fourth off for the Angels. That'll bring Mike Trout up to bat with a 1-2 count, and he lines it to third. On to second, can it be 2? And it is! That'll be a double play to clear the bases. So that'll bring Anthony Rendon up to hit next after the double play, and he's first pitch swinging, and he sends a ball deep to left, and he doesn't miss into the bullpen. That's going to put the Angels up 1-0 on Anthony Rendon's 26th home run of the year. And just another mistake pitch there. So Kurt Suzuki is going to follow that up now with a 1-1 count. And he is going to pop out to Uriel Gonzalez, who's actually playing first today for us. Now, on to the bottom of the fourth. And I haven't shown a lot of offensive clips yet because there hasn't been offensive highlights. We're getting no hit. But Victor Reyes is going to change that here on one swing of the bat as he sends a ball through the gap on the left side to lead off the inning. That'll bring Harold Castro up, and he sends a ball to third. That'll get fielded on to second, and then on to first for the tailor-made double play, and just like that, the threat's over. Wilson Ramos will be up now with a full count, and he looks at strike 3 pretty much right down the middle to end the inning. Now, on to the top of the fifth, Jared Walsh is up to bat, and he swings through strike number 3. Next up, Justin Upton after the strikeout, and he has a 1-0 count, and that's hard on the ground. Harold Castro will pick up, jump throw on to first, and he's going to gun him out at first for out number 2. Now, Dexter Fowler's up, and they ended up giving him the single there instead of giving Brock the error, so he's 1-1 on the day. He has a 1-2 count here, and he swings through strike 3. Ramos throws down to first to end the inning. Now on to the bottom of the fifth. We're going to look at Uriel Gonzalez's not first at-bat of the season with the Tigers, but it's the first at-bat that we're going to show. And he's going to draw a walk here from Ohtani to start us off on the fifth. Now, that'll bring in the untraded Jonathan Scope. And he's first pitch swinging, and he doesn't miss. That ball is going to get into the bullpen. That's going to be a 2-run home run here on Jonathan Scope's 16th of the year. And Tigers are going to go up 2-1. Now, he's a guy I'm thinking about re-signing and bringing back for another year. I like his power potential that he has, and I just think he's a good bat to have in the lineup. Now, we're also looking at Nunez here. We're hoping to see something out of him because he's batting like around 100. And he's just going to fly out to deep left, but it doesn't have enough carry, and that's going to be out number 2. Now, on to the top of the sixth. Mlb Stats up. He was the strikeout victim in his first at bat, but this time he hits a hard ball up the middle, and he's going to get on base to start off the sixth for the Angels. The top of the lineup comes up, and David Fletcher sends a ball deep to right center, and that's going to be trouble. That's going to get down all the way to the wall. The runner is going to score from first. Fletcher is going to get all the way to third for an RBI triple to tie the game at 2 here in the top of the sixth. We're going to have some more trouble here as Jose Iglesias steps into bat, and he's going to send a ball up the middle, and that's going to score Fletcher from third. Iglesias is going to have an RBI single. Now Mike Trout steps into bat after a pass ball, and he has a 1-1 count, and he's going to send a ball to right. Brock Deathridge is going to camp underneath of it, and he's going to throw to first to hold the runner at second, and it's 1 out. Now, Anthony Rendon steps in again after his home run, and he sends an absolute laser to left, but Robbie Grossman's going to make the play out there for out number 2. Now, Kurt Suzuki is up to bat, 2 outs. He's first pitch swinging, and that's going to get down. Robbie Grossman's going to field and throw on to home, but that's not going to be in time. But a heads-up play here by Ramos, and we're going to get Suzuki out trying to stretch that into a double, and that's going to end the inning. Now, on to the bottom of the 6th. Victor Reyes is up to bat. The Angels have a 4-2 lead, and he sends a ball to left center. That's going to get down, and Victor Reyes is going to hustle his way to get to second to get a double here to start us off in the 6th. Now, Harold Castro is up. He has a 2-1 count, and he sends a little blooper out to left, but Justin Upton was nowhere near, and Victor Reyes is going to get to third for men on the corners. Now, Wilson Ramos steps in here. 0-1 count, sends the ball up the middle. Jose Iglesias is going to make a diving stop, and the second baseman's going to pick it up and throw it on to first. That's 2 great examples of some help defense here already in the game as they throw Ramos out at first. That'll bring Gonzalez back up to bat with a full count, and he checks his swing, and the third base umpire says he went too far. Strike 3 to end the inning. Now, on to the top of 7th, Daniel Norris in to pitch, and he leaves a hanging breaking ball, and that is sent a long ways, and that's gone. He's for a home run on Walsh's 11th of the year to go up by 2. Justin Upton's up to bat now, and he's going to send a chopper on to second. Jonathan Scope fields it on to first for out number 1. Next up, Dexter Fowler, and he's going to send a chopper to short, and that's going to be fielded by Castro on to first for out number 2. Next up, Max Stassi's up, and he's first pitch swinging, and he launches one to left. That is a no doubt as Grossman doesn't even move, and the Angels go up by 3. So after that home run, we bring in Soto to try to finish off the inning, and here he is against David Fletcher, and he gets him to pop out to shallow right. Jonathan Scope will range back to make the play. Now, the Tigers have some work to do here on the bottom of the 7th, down by 3. Jonathan Scope leading us off, and he sends a ball deep to center. Does it have enough? And it does! That's going to be a home run. Number 2 on the day for Scope, and 17th on the year to bring the Tigers within 2. Now, Candelario is facing the new pitcher, and he sends a ball deep to right, and that one is also going to be gone. The Tigers go back to back on Candelario's 13th of the year to come within 1 run here. What the start of an inning. After a Nunez strikeout, Brock Deathridge will step to the plate, and he sends a little blooper out to left, and that one's going to fall in there as Upton was not hustling, and Brock Deathridge will move up to second for a double. What a heads-up play there by the rookie to use his speed and get into scoring position. Now, that'll bring up Robbie Grossman with a 1-0 count, and he sends a ball deep to right. Does this have enough? And it just sneaks over the wall. That's going to put the Tigers up by a 1 here on Grossman's 14th home run of the year. What a day for the offense this has been. Now, Victor Reyes is going to stand in next on an 0-2 count, and he's going to look at strike 3 for out number 2. That'll bring in Harold Castro with 2 outs now, and he sends a little pop up to short, and that should end the inning, and it does. But the Tigers take the lead. Now, on to the top of the 8th. Soto is still in to pitch against Jose Iglesias with a 1-1 count, and he sends a fly ball out to left. Grossman has a little bit of a misstep, but recovers for out number 1. Now, that'll bring in Mike Trout. He's 0 for 3 on the day, and he has an 0-2 count, but that doesn't last as he sends a ball to deep right field, and that's going to get out to tie the ball game in the top of the 8th on Trout's 30th of the year. So, Anthony Rendon is in next, and he's first pitch swinging, and that's going to be to Scope, who flips it on to first for out number 2. Now, Kurt Suzuki is up again on a 1-1 count, and he sends a hard ground ball. Candelario makes this diving stop, has plenty of time, picks it up, and throws it to end the 8th. On to the bottom of the 8th, Wilson Ramos is going to start us off here on a 1-2 count, and he sends a little blooper out to right, and that's going to drop in there as Fowler can't make the play. So we decided to go with a pinch runner, and we're kind of looking at our bench here, and no one really has any type of speed except for Goodrum, so we're going to put him on, and hopefully we can move him around. That'll be Gonzalez up to bat next, and he sends a ball to right, and the second baseman's going to make the play on to first for the out, but the runner will move into scoring position up to second. Jonathan Scope up again, and he sends another deep ball to center field. Will this one have enough? No. Trout will run it down, but the runner will advance to third on the deep sacrifice fly. Next up, Candelario, and he just misses this one, and that's going to be an easy pop out in the infield, and that will end the Tigers' threat in the 8th. Now, top of the 9th, Michael Aoki's pitching, and Eric Haas actually gets behind the plate because we need to have a catcher back there, and Walsh will send a ball to the left field side against the shift, but Candelario will range over and make the play for out number 1. Now, that'll bring in Justin Upton here with a 2-2 count, and he sends a line drive to left, but Robbie Grossman will just move over and make the catch for out number 2. So that'll bring in Dexter Fowler for the Angels' last chance here in the 9th, and he's going to send another blooper to right, but this time Brock will make the play, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 9th with the game tied at 7. Nunez is going to lead us off in the bottom of the 9th. Not what you really want to see, but he does send a ball to right center, and that's going to roll for a while, and he is going to hustle his way into second, beating the throw to lead us off with a double. So Brock Deathridge has a chance to be a hero in his short time in the MLB, but he misses a pitch, and that's just going to be camped under by Trout, who will make the play and throw it in to hold the runner at second. Robbie Grossman up next, and he sends a tapper right in front of home plate, and that will be picked up and thrown on to first, but the runner does get to advance here, and we have 2 outs for Victor Reyes. Can he drive it in? And no, he swings at strike number 3 at a ball up and out of the zone. The game's still tied. So Stassi is going to lead off here for the Angels in the top of the 10th with Aoki still on the mound, and he's going to send a ball to right field, and that's just going to get camped under by Deathridge for out number 1. That'll bring it up to the top of the lineup, David Fletcher, and he's going to be first pitch swinging, and Jonathan Scope is going to play that off the bounce, fields it, throws it to first for out number 2. And 2 quick outs here for Aoki. That'll bring up Jose Iglesias now with 0-1 count, and he sends a chopper to third. Candelario will scoop it up, make the running throw to end the inning and take us into the bottom of the 10th tied. And Harold Castro will lead us off in the bottom of the 10th, and he's going to send a ball to left, and that's going to find some grass for a leadoff single for Harold Castro. Eric Haas steps in for his first at-bat of the day, and he sends a ball to center field, and that is going to get down. We're going to have 2 men on here very quickly with no outs. Now, Yariel Gonzalez steps in, and he missed driving in a run earlier, and he is going to send a ball past the drawn-in infield, but we do not test the throw here, and we probably would have made it, but we played a better safe than sorry approach because Jonathan Scope is going to stand in next, and he's been red hot this game. And there's no outs. So here he is on an 0-1 count. He sends a ball past the drawn-in infield, and that's going to score the run easily, and the Tigers walk off to take the first game against the Angels. This was an amazing game. We started off getting no hit through the first 3 innings, and we come back to win 8-7. Now, Michael Aoki gets the win, pitching 2 innings and not allowing a run. Jonathan Scope's going to pick up player of the game, going 3 for 5 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. And Candelario went 1 for 4 with the home run. Robbie Grossman went 1 for 4 with the home run. Candelario had an RBI. Robbie Grossman had 2. But, so I think after that uneventful trading deadline episode that we had here, I'm going to wrap up the season pretty quickly. Maybe another episode or 2. We'll do an episode kind of highlighting the people we call up for the September call-ups. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if we should have made that trade for Toro, or let me know what you guys think about re-signing Wilson for the offseason. But we'll see you next time here for episode 10. Episode 10 of the Detroit Tigers franchise rebuild here on Cardboard Cutouts. Have a good one, and we'll see you next time.